Hey guys, Anime Night here. Hope all you are doing well. I'm back with a brand new video. It appears Dungeons and Dragons seem to just wanna promote that sweet inclusivity DEI garbage like this. Dungeons and Dragons senior game designer disavows how Sirius was made by white dudes, boasts that much of the original material would never pass our inclusivity reviews today. In delivering what is perhaps one of the most self-aggrandizing virtue singles in recent history, current Dungeons and Dragons senior game designer Jason Tondro has taken to proudly touting the fact that much of the series' original materials, which he condensedly writes off thanks to having been made by white dudes, would never pass our inclusivity reviews today. Following a lengthy summary of the book's contents as well as his own history with the franchise, Tandro was eventually met by the observation from Kenrick that it's important to note that this is a historical document, so there are things in there. It was a different time, so we have had an inclusivity report on of all these materials, to which he enthusiastically replied multiple. So let's take a step back here. Let's clarify. There are materials in original Dungeons and Dragons that would never pass our inclusivity reviews today. Some of it you can understand. The designer proceeds to argue, like, okay, there are a bunch of war gamers, and they are using armies from history. So when they create a warrior class for D&D, they call it the fighting man, the original name for the fighter class, because that's what they were used to. They were all men. They were all white dudes from Lake Gavina and the Twin Cities. My God, this is ridiculous. This guy is a pompous clown. Anyway, moving on. Yes, you read that right. Tandro just dismissed D&D creators Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson as nothing more than ignorant white dudes. Following this insult, he continued, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot of material in this book, and I won't go over all of it, but it would not pass our inclusivity review today. God, he just loves saying that phrase so many times. We couldn't change it. It's history. What we can do is acknowledge it and show how far we've come, because that's not D&D anymore. Oh, so it's not D&D anymore because you're offended that two awesome dudes were white and came out with what I think is one of the greatest board games out there in modern history. Turning his virtue singly up to max brightness, Tandro further assured Kendrick D&D gets more diverse and has a larger audience every day. The more diverse the game becomes, the more people of different genders and ethnic backgrounds and faiths see themselves in the game. Then they go and make their own versions of the game, and more players start to see themselves represented in that game. The more diverse the creators get, the more diverse the players become. And that's the way it should be. So this book is very interesting, so I think it really highlights how far the audience is come and how the game has changed over the 50 years, he concluded. How it's played, who plays it, and how it's created in many ways. The way it's created is the part that changed the least. Because a huge driver in early D&D was fan creations, and that's still true today. Hilariously, that last declaration by Tandro also proves, as a counter to everything he said above, as to his point, D&D never barred anyone of any identity from being represented in a game, specifically because its entire existence is based on the fact that players create their characters and adventures as they see fit. As with other such declarations, the tabletop RPGs were never inclusive. That's a lot of crap. They are inclusive. A lot of tabletop RPGs are inclusive. They're a lot of fun. While some individual dungeon masters and story settings may implement some limits on character creation in order to help boost players' immersion a specific campaign, there has never been any official rule in D&D barring players from assigning whatever traits they want to their completely custom characters. That is correct. There's never an official rule. There wasn't. And that last decoration by Tandro really shows how big of an idiot he is. He just contradicted everything he said. Further, it should be noted that it was not just Tandro's interview with Kendrick which saw an official D&D source feign such pearl clutching towards the inclusion of the game's original contents in the making of original D&D. What follows is the book's official description, wherein 3 sentences are dedicated to describing its actual contents, while a full 6 are used to performally and accessibly assure readers that D&D parent company Wizards of the Coast is in no way, shape, or form endorses the problematic subject material contained within. Problematic, my butt. Everybody can be a wizard. Anything. Orc, I guess. Disclaimer, we wizards recognize that some of the legacy content in this product does not reflect the values of the Dungeons & Dragons franchise today. Some older content may reflect ethnic, racial, and gender prejudices that were commonplace in American society at the time. These depictions were wrong then and are wrong today. This content is presented as it was originally created, because to do otherwise would be the same as claiming these prejudices never existed. Dungeons & Dragons teaches that diversity is a strength and that we strive to make our D&D products as welcoming and exclusive as possible. This part of our work will never end. My God, the virtue signaling never ends. And this is why D&D is failing on multiple fronts with crap like this. And he just disserviced the original creators who had the perfect intentions of creating a very fun tabletop RPG. There was nothing problematic with the game. It was depicted as is because it's fictional characters. That's all it really is. What do you guys think of Jason Tondro's comments? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content. I'm Animate Night 1992. I love you all. I'll see you all in the next